Hello, this is Kevin Molis, the Malden Police Chief. I'm joined here with Detective Elijah McNeal from Family Services and Mayor Gary Christenson. And this is October, Domestic Violence Awareness Month, but it's something that we're aware of each and every day. One of the more noble aspects of the police profession is that when people call for the police and call for help, we do not ask their race, religion, ethnic background, sexual orientation, or whether they have any disability. We only respond to people who need help. And many times we respond to situations when people feel vulnerable, weak, alone, and afraid, and with no one to turn to. And there is no situation that carries that with it more than domestic violence. And I'm happy to say that police do not act alone in this mission. We've been very fortunate and blessed to be joined by a great organization called Respond. It's a good name. We respond to calls for help, and they respond with us. And they provide services to victims, people who, again, are alone, vulnerable, afraid, frightened, and alienated. And because of that partnership that we have with Respond, we are able to provide people with services and support that they would not get otherwise. This is a great example of the police realizing that it's only through partnerships that this police force is multiplied in many, many, many ways.
Yes, my name is Elijah McNeal, detective, and I'm assigned to Family Services. And one of my major roles is to follow up and to bridge the gap from the initial call from when anyone reaches out to the Malden Police Department or any other corresponding communities. I am one of the individuals who will be able to render additional assistance. My job is a police officer, so first and foremost, I deal with many of the criminal aspects of the investigation regarding a domestic complaint. I'm also responsible for also some of the human services that we can provide. I act as a liaison or concierge to say that, to bridge the police, the law enforcement, and the social aspect. This takes a great amount of partnership and teamwork to facilitate getting services to the right families, to the right individuals. We serve children and parents. So that's part of my role as the Family Services. I always want to let everyone know that we are your voice. You do not have to hide in the shadow, and the stigma of domestic violence is not something that you have to live under. Myself and partnering with a wonderful organization that is my partner called Respond. They have some of the most qualified and professional individuals who actually cares about the mission of helping and surviving. Yes, you are surviving, and then you're going to overcome. And we provide the fundamental foundation for those families and individuals who are seeking. It is my honor and pleasure to work with Respond under the leadership of Chief Molis, Captain Gackham, and the Honorable Mayor Christenson has been a tremendous support to me and Respond.
I'm Gary Christenson, Mayor of the City of Malden, and I can still remember the day like it was yesterday. We had an uptick in domestic violence cases, and the chief and I, who meet once a week year-round, weren't quite sure what to do until we came in contact with Respond Inc. And ever since then, it's been a great partnership because they not only work to help victims, but they also work to prevent tragedies going forward. And what has really impressed me has been their focus to our youth and our teens. Just within the past year, they had a meeting at the Malden Teen Enrichment Center, to help our students understand and prepare and be a resource for them in case anything was to happen in the future. So I just wanted to be here during this important month, first to thank our amazing Police Chief Kevin Molis and Detective Elijah McNeal for all they do And I know they tell me all the time that they couldn't do it without responding. So on behalf of our entire city, thank you for being such a great resource for us.
So again, on behalf of the Malden Police Department, on behalf of Respond, we want to let people know that Domestic Violence Awareness Month is October, but it's something that we prioritize and are very aware of each and every day. I've always found it fitting that the first recorded crime in the Bible was a domestic violence homicide when Cain killed his brother Abel. It's something that goes back throughout the history of humanity, and it's something that we take very seriously, and it's something that we want people to know that we are here for you each and every day, and we are here to support you in a variety of ways with our own resources and the beautiful resources that Respond has provided for us through the commitment and partnership of the city. Thank you again.